Me partnering with integrity means I'm here to stay. As in, I love this industry. I'm more excited about it than I have ever been. As a matter of fact, I am like the tail number on my jet. I'm in 24/7. Are you?
All got the same amount of time, and it's going to take a time, and it depends on how we use our time. But what do you got your mind set on? What do you got your mind set on? I love what Ray said earlier, and that's why Mike had her say it, because it's what you got your mind set on is what you're going to get. And she's got her mind set on agency manager by the end of November. And it's going to take time, and it's going to take money, and it's going to take patience. And Mike, I love that I have an opportunity to be a partner with $1 billion company. I said it at the agency managers meeting in Tampa. I was glad to hear your wife repeat what I had said at one of these meetings, I think at TWC about a month back, because it resonated. And it is something that's major, and all of us have an opportunity to grab it.
World, watch. You're going to see something you ain't never seen before. Is about ready to see what the Alliance can do, baby.
Alaska, baby. The last great frontier. Maybe, I don't know. Alaska. It's cold up there, so I got my jacket on, and they got ice glaciers. We're going to cruise Alaska. It's not just a cruise, it's a journey. The ovation of the seas. We are going cruising. And where are we going while we're cruising in Alaska? Juneau. Yes, I know, it's Juneau. It is the largest capital in the United States of America. You're gonna see orcas, you're gonna see humpback whales, you're gonna see them sea dogs, you're gonna see the sea sails, you're gonna see everything up in Juneau, because Juneau. Have you ever been dog sledding? You get on the back of the sled. Or you down like this right here. You like this right here. There's a country song that says, if I never get to see the Northern Lights, I bet you go on this cruise, you're gonna get to see the Northern Lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in to the Activity Call Live. Your source for news and information with the Alliance. Now, let's hear it for our President and CEO, Andy Albright.
What's up, people? Marcus Richardson, buddy, you gotta be fired up out of your mind, dude.
Out of my mind, Andy.
Gosh. I mean, just, man. How long have we been together, Marcus?
10 years, Andy.
10 years, man. Is Carla excited?
As all get out.
I'll tell y'all, their business just been, I mean, their business is just booming, and their relationship is great. Don't mess it up, Marcus.
I'm doing my best, Andy.
Y'all are doing great. Don't do something. Things have been going absolutely perfect with me and Jane. She's been in Burlington.
I remember that one story you told me. You said, you know how someone's having problems, Marcus? I said, how's that? He said, if they're married.
That's marriage problems, Marcus. Marriage problems.
Yes, yes, yes.
They're not having problems because they're married. It's marriage problems. Oh, God. But yeah, tell them about your business, Marcus. Just get our mind right, man. Things are taking off. Tell them money, cash flow. Woo!
Well, it's been quite incredible, Andy. We our personal best this month. Our group did 152,000. We had 14 unique writers, and it was just incredible. Just all coming together. And D had his personal best month. My man D Henderson has been with me about 4.5, 5 years, and he had over 20,000 issue paid. And it's just watching it come together has just been quite interesting. But I'm kind of like, you know, how when Jordan won the championships and every time he won, he would put up the number 2. And then every time he won that second one, he put up the number 3. That's how I feel, because we're just getting started. It's not done, and we're not anywhere where we would like to be, but we are, you know, we're definitely not where we were when we met you 10 years ago. And I just think back, and I'm so grateful to God, Andy, that you and I met and hooked up in Dallas that time. And I remember when you called me, you told me a couple of things that still echo in my heart. So when Lucero makes those videos for me and tells me to put them on social media, I feel super weird, but because that's just not my MO. But I know we got to try to attract like kind of people. And you called me on the phone and you said, Bo, got to make up in your mind that you're gonna make a bunch of money, and you got to stay humble. I said, okay, I can do that. And so it has been quite the journey, because I remember when we first met, coming off that year, I was working with another insurance company, and in 11 months, we made $20,000 in 11 months. And I had a commission week like that this month in a week. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, you know, when you look at it, and I just get excited because I know that when things like that happen, God shows it to you. That means you can have it, and it can be yours on a consistent basis if you really want it and get after it. So that's our goal. Now we've touched it a little bit, and so we want to just continue to grow and get after it. And I love talking to Chris Hill, because he was like, did you know that you guys did $15,000 in override? I said, yeah. He said, Marcus, that's $180,000 a year in passive income. I said, well, that's a good start. We're trying to get out this rat race. So that's where I'm at, Andy. I'm just excited. So thankful to God, so thankful to you and Jane, and that you stuck with me and you believed in me and you've kept helping me and in every area of our lives. And so we are like super excited. We're going on vacation next week, and then I'm going back after it. We're going to actually be in Florida next week.
Where are you going to be in Florida?
So we got an Airbnb in Kissimmee, and we got like, we're coming down Sunday. My buddy, one of my best friends just moved down there, and I can't even pronounce the city. It's Apoca or something like that. So y'all forgive me. I'm a Colorado boy for my Florida people. But he's hanging out there. He just bought a house in June, so we're going to go hang out with him. And then we are going to the beach, and, you know, we're going to Universal Studios on Wednesday, but we're going to be there all week. We are super, super excited. If we can't come to you, we'd love to come hang out with you and just say hello to you and Jane if you're going to be around and in town. But yeah, man, I'm so excited, Andy. It doesn't make sense. I tried to call you the other day and tell you how excited I was.
Just south of Florida. I mean, just south of Orlando.
Yep.
And when are y'all leaving?
So we get in late Sunday night, and then we don't leave until the 9th, that Friday.
We here.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great if y'all come over here, man. That'd be great.
Yep, we'd love to.
I'm gonna throw your kids in the water, Bo.
Yeah, they can swim. Just don't throw me in there. I might not come back. And I got a buddy of mine. He says, Marcus, you got to break the stigmatism. They think all black folks can't swim. I'm like, well.
I'm one of them.
When we go on the cruises, I step back from the rail. I don't want to get too close. You know what I mean? I like to see it, but I don't want to get too close to it.
Oh, shoot, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, think about it. Like, there's people out there just, you know, it's just young people out there, they hustling, you know, they turn these deals, you know, and they end up making 35, 45, 60, 80,000, but they have to be there to hustle every deal. You with me?
Yes.
And we got a way to build a river of money coming in. I love that parable of the pipeline. 2 old boys got them a good job working for the city on an island. They go get the water, the clear water, the drinking water, in 2 buckets and bring it back to the city. They go back and forth. One of them said, I got an idea. Why don't we build a pipeline from that side of the island to this side of the island and pipe the water over here? Like, what an idea. What a crazy idea.
That's what we're working on, Andy. You've been talking to me for the last 10 years, and I'm working on getting it, man, but it's beautiful. Sometimes I'm still in awe that we can make this kind of money, Andy. I'm like, do they know I'm just a little kid from Aurora? Like, you know what I mean? Do they know?
I know what you mean.
From Paris Circle, you know, went to Leno Elementary. Like, no one knows any of this stuff. But to me, I'm excited out of my mind. If you can't, I know it may not look like it, but Tia sent me that message and I was getting dressed. I'm like, oh, I gotta hurry up. And so it's just I can't say thank you enough, Andy, for believing in us, being patient with us. Rory and David, the things you've done there and helping us in our group. It's like, how does a turtle get to the top of the fence post, right? By help. And you and Jane have done that for us. And so I'll never sit here and take all the credit like I'm the man, because I'm not. I'm just God's humble servant, and he just happens to let me watch his show, and I get to be a part of his show front row. And so I'm like, look at what God is doing. Like, this is incredible to me. And to be a part of this, like, this is amazing.
What I told you, I said, you're going to just get your mindset. You're going to make a lot of money. That's just the way it's going to be. And then get your mindset like, please stay humble.
Absolutely.
And please stay grateful. It is so unattractive when people live unbelievable lives and they're not grateful. It's just not attractive. Or when they feel like they've done it themselves. Like Jim Henson, Tim Goad, oh my gosh, the people at Forrester's, just break here and a break there, right?
Right.
I know I was scrambling. I know you've been scrambling and working, but a break here, a break there. That's so exciting about D also. I bet his girlfriend about to lose her mind too.
Yeah, she's fired up. D is coming on strong. He's leading. He's got some people hired. Rory had a good month too. It wasn't his personal best, but Rory, and D, and Kyle. Kyle had $9,000 deposited in his bank account last month in June.
I want to show you something. The app. Look. When you get a little red light, that means they're on fire. My number one point getter right now is D Henderson. D and Katie. He's 100 points. Number 2 is Marcus Richardson. Man, y'all are kicking butt on this app, bro. This thing is awesome too. I love it. If y'all hadn't heard this rapid funnel, we rolled that out, and y'all should. It's the bomb, man. People are recruiting. I want Jake and Jake. Well, all of you, but I want y'all to listen to me. Just get your mindset. Y'all gonna have stupid money. Just please, just get your mindset. You're gonna remain humble and grateful. Brandon, did you hear his cash flow? Did you say you had a $20,000 week, Marcus?
Yeah, $20,000 week, and then this last week that just passed, we had 30. I haven't done because I normally do my on Friday. We had 34 deposited on Wednesday, 34,000, and I know we totaled in the month of June $69,199.54. No one's counting though.
But who's tracking? How much of it was overrides?
15,000 was overrides.
You said 15,000 times 12. That'd be 150,000 plus another 30,000, $180,000 in override.
It's a blessing.
Hey, watch this. Stephanie, that guy, did that dude pass his test? What's his name? The one
Aaron, yeah, he passed with an 81.
Tell him how you know him. Like, tell him that little story. This guy, a cute little dude, young guy, fired up out of his mind, sitting in a meeting yesterday. I did at Treasure Island.
You introduced me to him when COVID had just started picking up, and I met with him, and he was fired up. He got into class, and then his mom got really sick, and she had cancer. He's only 22, so at the time he was 21. So he was the sole income provider for his mom, and it was just really difficult. But he reached out to me last week, and he was like, I've been thinking about you and the Alliance, and I just know that this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, how can I get going? So I told him, study real hard for a couple days and then just take the test, and he did. And I was so proud of him because he's just got a good heart. Like, he's got a 4-year-old little girl, great relationship with the mom, and he just has a heart where I know, like, he is gonna be a big part of the Olympics. I'm pumped up. But he was your Uber driver.
You should be texting. So he picked me up at Don. Say you should be texting him. Say you better be watching this. We're talking about you.
He is.
He picked me up at the Don Cesar. I had a meeting over there. I was doing like a site inspection and meeting with the managers over there before we did one of our contests. And he picked me up, Uber driver, and I met him and introduced him to Stephanie. And I'm telling y'all, that's where your big money is. I mean, like, if you would just, like, you know how y'all go door to door selling? If y'all just go out and handshake people, you know how you could do Uber drivers back and forth, Jason. I mean, but go to grocery stores, go to Walmart, go to hardware store, and just look around. Those are the people that are not answering ads, and those are the people that are the human beings that y'all can kill this with. I'm just telling y'all. You know, the lady that delivers the groceries.
So he's actually coming to family reunion, and he's got 2 buddies gonna bring. So we're gonna meet, but we have decided to actually take an hour out of our day in the break between dialing and just go downstairs on Gulf Boulevard to meet people.
We used to call it spear chucking in Amway. We'd see them and spear them, Bo. Go. Here's what we do out here. Watch this. Get your hand like this, Stephanie. Put your hand like this. Then reach out like that. See that? A spear chucking. How you doing? Nice to meet you. How you doing? Nice to meet you. How you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm telling y'all, the craziness like that is where the money is. But I'm glad you got to get on here and tell that, Marcus. I want everybody to hear it, because some people, not everybody's there yet. And I mean, you ain't arrived, but the whole world is different, you know. And you know, by the way, y'all understand, like, I don't do social media. I recommend y'all don't do social media. Okay, what I'm telling you is, but what I want to say something about social media, because I will look at it, because my girl Jessica put up a nice picture of George Albright, my dad and mom, and one of the guys commented on it, a guy that's my age, that I'm not that close with. Guy named is last name's Miles. His daddy and my daddy were best friends. And when they were dying, like we are, what they thought about mostly was their friends. You with me? We're not caught up to dying like they were. They were dying like Calvin. Calvin was my dad's best friend. Don't get me thinking about Calvin. I've got teared up on you. He's a good old dude. He like last time I saw him, he was laying in bed. They done took off one of his legs and one of his arms and one of his eyeballs. I don't know, he was messed up. But how's your mama? How's Alan? How's Jamie? He just went through a list of people asking me about him. Everybody. Now, is your brother? Is he get married yet? I know it. I mean, just boom, boom, boom. What I'm telling you is, friendships and relationships are the toughest thing to keep. And then some people think making money's hard. You with me? Adam Katz said, I'm coming down to Orlando. I sure would like to come over to your place. And I was like, bring it on, bro. So last night, Adam Katz flew in, and I got to cook dinner for him. That makes me happy. You with me? The friendship. And he got money in his pocket. He's like you, Marcus. He's like, bro, I forgot. He told me how much he made last month. It was big numbers. I forgot what it was, but he was like, dude, we had some deposits, man. But the deposits in friendship and relationship, getting there, you don't want to get there and not have your buddies that help you get there. You with me?
Absolutely.
It means everything, man. I'm so happy for you. So happy for Adam. What's that kid's name, Stephanie?
Aaron Garrett.
Aaron Garrett. Beret. I couldn't say Beret's name to save my life just now. Jake and Beret. Y'all get ready. Get your mind ready. You know what's funny too? Jake and Beret nicely was telling me how much they had stacks of money. Anybody ever got mad at you because you got stacks of money? I don't say I was mad, but I was like, Bray, what are y'all thinking? The goal is not to stack money. We are not middle class people. We are elite people. I just thought about something that my wife had. I can't share the conversation, but it was one of the kids, and one of the kids said, "Yeah, it's standard." And Jane said, "We're not standard people." I was like, "That's my girl." Elite cash flow, baby. Cash flow. Pile it up. No, let's take it and figure out a way to create flows, rivers, money coming in. Jake and the other Jake, Kraus, y'all gonna find them, Bo. I'm telling you. I see your boy Mark's fired up out of his mind. You got any more military people coming on?
Yeah, I got a good buddy of mine named Adam Britt. He was a Night Stalker with me at the last unit I was in, and he's coming on board. He's in class right now, fired up out of his mind. He's going to be working that he's retiring the end of the year, so he's fired up about getting set up and ready to go. And then we got some folks out in Spokane. Joe Vaughn, I flew with him. We're working on him. A good buddy of mine that Bell and I were in bomb disposal with. So yeah, we've got some folks coming on. It's incredible. We've added, I think, 10 people in the last week, and 6 of them were in depth on people. So that's what we're most fired up with right now, is just people are finding people, and they're finding sharp people. So it's exciting. We got a young man named Trent. He's gunning for that top spot on the business builder. He wants that $10,000 so bad, and he's got 10 people committed. So they're not showing up on the leaderboard yet, but we're getting them NA numbers, and he's going to roll heavy. He's going to roll heavy coming in. I'm excited to see that. Super.
So are you still, I want to come back to that number 1 spot, because I talked to T. Chris Robinson yesterday, who is holding the number 1 spot. He said, now, is that going to be lead cash, or is that going to be cash?
Better than cash.
It's better than cash, baby.
That's right. You can turn it to $25,000. You can turn it into $40,000. So, hell yeah.
I asked him, I said, "This legitimately got 12 legs coming." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Name them." I said, "I know 2 of them. I know the O'Bars and I know Belinda." I said, and then he started listing them off. And it's the same thing. He started calling his buddies. It's everybody he knows. He knows people. It's acquaintances. Are you still hitting the numbers, the list, Jake? You still, and are your people copying you and hitting their list?
We're getting there. We're on the copying thing. We're getting there. And Chris Hill's been really hammering us, helping us with that. He's been amazing. He's just out here for 2 days in the Northwest, coaching us up, and yeah, we're hitting the list. The list is where the gold is at. And, the way that he's telling us, and I think I've heard you say, Andy, is, that width is just an opportunity to get to the really good depth, and it's starting to sink in, and we're finding good people that way. So social media, like not getting on social media, but messaging people on social media. Belle's hitting up her Facebook like crazy, and she's finding super sharp people. I mean, while she's out producing like crazy.
What are you doing? You do direct messaging them?
Direct message through Facebook.
Okay, listen. Everybody's been asking me, what's hot now? Is it ZipRecruiter? Is it Career Builder? What's hot? Here's what's hot. Texting, direct messages. I don't even know what I'm getting ready to say right now. Snapchat. I don't even know what that is, but I'm telling you, that's what's hot. Is going after just messaging every single person, because we've got, dude, Tim Godin's down here, drove over from Orlando. He said, Andy, people are desperate for what we've got. He ain't talking about the money. He's talking about the relationship. He said they're desperate for the leadership. They're desperate for it. And I was like, and on top of that, they ain't got no money, Jim. They ain't got no money. It's crazy. We got the camaraderie, we got the adrenaline, the excitement, the competition. We got the Friday night lights going on, people. People are desperate for it.
And now we got a way to track it on this app that you built, Andy. I mean, that is insane.
Dude.
You can track everybody looking at the videos. Like it's absolutely, it's going to change it. If direct message is what's hot right now, Andy, this app is going to help us take over that whole space. It's fantastic. Thank you.
Somebody just texted me and said, or they posted or texted or something, said that the CVS is on there now. Like, is it where you can drop, or whatever you call it, CS, whatever it is, where you can just drop a list of names in there now. Y'all know about that yet?
Into the Rapid Funnel app?
Yeah.
Yes, you can, but I will say this is meant to be more warm market. If you just blast everybody in your phone, the phone carriers are going to shut you down. You can't do that. You have to be texting people and be intentional. You want to be personal with people. So pick 5 people, text those people, and put them into the app and start with those 5. And then the person that you meet at the restaurant, text that person and put them into the app.
10-4. I agree with that. What I'm thinking for it, Tia, and tell me if this is if Jake's got 30 of his military friends, he can put them in an Excel spreadsheet and drop them into it and then text them personal notes.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can upload a bunch of people into there. On the back side, there's a back office side, and I'll send that website out to you guys. But yeah, you can upload them that way. And then even Jake, we can go in and make an email campaign and you can just blast them that way.
Brandon, Manley, we are going to hit your list and Haley's list. You with me? Perfect age.
10-4.
26 to 29. We're going to find now who you went to school with is not exactly the same group that Jake went to, Ranger school with and jumped out of planes and flew helicopters. They may not be that disciplined, that militaristic where they can come in and we can count on them. On the other hand, they're only 29 years old or they're only 26 years old. So we got time to train them.
They got to be sick of corporate by now.
Got to be sick. Got to be. That taste of butt's got to be getting old, man.
Yep. Brown nosing.
Hey, look, I was yesterday I was over hanging out with Stephanie and with you and Michelle Colin. I don't know, I was hoping Michelle could jump on here, but she asked, how do you get people moving? And Jeff Bright put a psychological thing on me about how to get people moving. Okay. And what I did, I spent maybe 30 minutes, Stephanie, of talking about how to get a person to move. Did you like that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it was really good for everybody to see that what you do and all you do is make people feel a certain way, like you care about them, you're interested. And so that was important.
Yeah. So I'm gonna mention, like, there's 4 things: motivation, confidence, emotion, and cohesion. Motivation, confidence, emotion, and cohesion. But you don't need to know those. I didn't say any of those words in 30 minutes of talking about how to get a person to move. I didn't say any, but I did everything. Like I met your guy. Is it Aaron? Was that his name? Aaron has on all his fire department this. He got patches everywhere. And I said, Aaron, you want to be a fireman? He said, yeah. I said, you want to be rich? He said, yeah. I said, pick one. He's like, huh, what? I was like, pick one. You want to be a fireman or you want to be rich? He was like, oh, that's tough. I go, huh? You want to be a fireman? Go be a fireman. I said, you want to be rich? Let's get rich. Pick one. He's like, let's go with rich. I was like, great. That's us. I'm glad you went with us. Now, that don't mean he can't own a fire station. That don't mean he can't hire 3 firemen. It don't mean he can't go fight a fire if he wants to. You with me? But if all you ever going to focus on is be a fireman, you'll be a great fireman. But if you want to be rich, let's go do it. You with me? Now, then we talked to him to see how about his little girl, Stephanie. See,
A little bit.
See, here's what that is. The motivation is I can buy a fire hat. You with me? I can buy a baseball team. You can buy by the way, I got seriously talking about a helicopter again yesterday, Jake. I started to get excited about it because I don't like Goat having to fly. I wish my helicopter would go pick him up in Orlando. It's just traffic in between here and there. And then I could hit Florida really hard, get up to Tallahassee, pop down to what's down south of here, where the old people live down there, where George Mahachi lives, Naples. Go down to Naples, just pop around Miami on a helicopter. What I just did to y'all is motivation. It sounds like I'm just, it almost sounds like, and I learned this from my mama. My mama, she just ramble. But she has no intent of her rambling. You with me? I ramble just like her. I just talk. But I've got to, and I loop back. You notice it always loops back. He'll go way out here and it'll loop back. I'm taking you on a motivational ride, and then I bring you back to what we need to do. Okay? Confident. I'm going to say something like this. I'll be like, Stephanie, the discipline that it took for you to get in the shape you were when you were doing bodybuilding is unbelievable. It's just, how can you be that focused? And so I'm going to talk to her about that. And I'm going to talk to her about the stuff she's dealt with in her life. Marriage, kids, mama, dad, stuff that people deal with that she deals with. And I go, how you handle that's brilliant. All you got to do is handle your business the same way. That's called confidence. But I'm going to find something. Marcus has had some miraculous things. Jason Mathis has said some crazy stuff he's done in his life. I'm going to talk about that to give him confidence. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get people to move. You got to layer stuff on. The cohesion thing is the one I usually talk about all the time. I don't call it that. I say go get people. Go get them. Get their heart. There is a book written by a coach. What's the name of it? And it's how, I don't see it. It's how to get their head and their heart. It's a blue book. Anybody know what that is? My cousin sent it to me. It's a basketball coach.
You talking about 3D coach?
Yeah, yeah. 3D coach. That's a great book on getting their heart and their head. See, like the confidence would be their head, the motivation their head, the emotion is their heart, and the cohesion is their heart. You want to get their heart and their head. Now, I always think about this. People say, well, do you think people want you to go out and get their heart and their head? Yeah. Hell yeah. I want Tim Go to get my heart and my head. I want my wife to get my heart and my head. In other words, I want to be God, because a dog in a hunt ain't got no fleet. And if you're in the hunt, you've been got. You say, what's the opposite of being in the hunt? Wandering around as confused as a chameleon in a bag of Skittles. As lost as a termite in a wooden yo-yo. That's the opposite of being got. It's lost. A bitty in high weeds. I like when people go, what is this? A little bitty chicken with high grass. A little bitty chicken running around. And high. Got is when you're, boom, boom. Just after something. That's what you want to do. You want to get D after something, Marcus. We want to get Aaron after something. We want to get Mark Burrows after something. See, because when you're lost, you feel confused, bad in your stomach, bad in your head. But when you're on track for something, so what you're trying to do, Varay and Jake, you're trying to get your young friends, you're trying to get them. I also talked about needing. It's called working. So y'all know I like them. Well, y'all might not know, but Stephanie know how much I like them Pilates exercise. She worked me, okay? When you knead bread or when you work bread, dough, you have to squeeze it and spread it out. Squeeze it and spread it out. That's what you want to do with a person's head and their heart. You with me? Like, I want her to work me in Pilates because it helps my back. I mean, it's a miracle what's happened now that I don't have a sciatic nerve. You know, it's just a miracle. I'm so fired up about it. Matter of fact, I need to text her. But one of my friends has a sciatic nerve. I was like, look, you got to go. I'm telling you, you got to go get this thing fixed. It's a miracle. You with me? See, you see what I'm saying? Like, just like I'm excited about that, you need to get them excited about building this business, committed to it, so they're after it, so believing in it that they'll tell other people about it with enthusiasm. I've been worked in this business, and you see what I'm saying? Like, you need, like, and then like when I'm not thrilled about you piling up money. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled you got money. I'm just saying we need to be talking about how much you're making a week in overrides, not how much you saved up. Now, if you say, "Hey, Andy, I'm making $10,000 a week in overrides," I'll be like, "How much money you got in the bank?" See what I'm saying? In other words, I'm not going to. If you just, it's important. It's just not. It's not as crazy as cash flow. Okay. Yeah, you work. Am I getting through on this, Jason? Talk to me, Mathis. You keep putting in that width, and I'm proud of you for doing that. I just want to see, I want to see you. You might be up there on a leaderboard for Hey, Tia, if you no rush, but I want to pull up the number of legs going to convention for agency manager. Who you got there, Stephanie?
This is Mikey.
What's up, Mikey?
Hey,
Long time no see.
No.
Yes. No. All right, Jason. I'm sorry. All right. So let me hit this right here real quick. Okay.
All right, I think, can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah.
But I'll come back.
We got a lot of width coming in and got some coaching from Riddle about building depth and working with people and how to get them to the next step. So we're doing that, and we're going to have some great results from it. We're super excited about it.
Yeah, we can see your computer screen. I don't know if you're aware of that. I know you're trying to pull up the leaderboard. G. Chris Robinson, #1 in the country. I just want to take a look to see where y'all rank on that. Yeah, here we go. All right, so managers. All right, there you go, #9 with 28 base shop tickets. That's good. Okay. Now, the simple thing is, Jason, if every one of them gets one person, you got 56 people. And you got 2 or 3 weeks to do it. So if every one of them, but the problem is you got to get one of them to get one more person and then get another person to get, like, it's just, you got to think small. Have you ever heard of this? You got to think small to think big.
Yep.
It's kind of like Brian Tracy, everything Brian Tracy said was just so God blessed simple, but he's got millions and millions of dollars, coming out with a new book that'll make him, what he says is going to make another $1 million or $2 million, something like that. It's crazy. Can you do that with the legs? The one that has the number of legs coming to you. Hey, let me tell you this too. All right. I'm going to hit motivation. All right. Why are people are bored at what they're doing? So get them excited. That's motivation. Suffered enough is what Brandon said. They should be tired of corporate America. So what you say to them, Brandon, you got to use that phrase on them. Say, are you tired of kissing up yet? Are you tired of asking somebody when you can take vacation yet? I mean, but you don't lead with that, but you're going to work it in there. Okay? Does this make sense? So what I like about what Jeff is always academic, because he comes from academia, and I come from practicalia. I'm practical. I'm out there doing it, right? So, tired of being held down. These are motivational things you can talk about. Held down. You had enough. Have you been beat enough? You know, it's like, you know, we were talking about girls, especially girls with guys that mistreat them. Like, have you been mistreated enough yet? That's when people change, is when they feel like they've been mistreated enough. Like, everybody's willing to tolerate a little mistreatment, but after a certain point, you go like, I've had enough. I've had enough. Yeah, let's check this out. Katz is leading the agency managers with 24 legs. That'll give you good cash flow. So you got 15 legs coming, Jason. And Riddle has 13. Okay? So you're spanking your upline, but that's a good leg right there. Because I got Andy Riddle, who has 13, and then below him is 15. And then below him, where's Terry? Is 15. So think about that. I got a leg that has 13 wide. The next layer has 15 wide. And then the next layer has 15 wide. That's a good leg right there. Make sense?
And
Yep.
we have more coming. We have more coming too.
You got more coming? More legs or more?
More legs. We have a new girl. She's 36, really excited. And I start to talk to her about her son that is 18. He said, yeah, he want to work in a real estate. And I said, well, so I start to talk to her, and they are fired up. They go into conference too, both. And he don't want to go to college because he want to be an entrepreneur. He want to have his own business. So he's fired up about it.
You know, it's so funny. I went and had a drink at Caddy's with Goat. Now Goat didn't drink nothing, so I'm gonna start nothing with me. But I got a new buddy named Taiwo. He's from Kenya. He played on the soccer team over there. And he was talking about the culture over there versus the culture here. He's kind of a character because he was born in London, but his daddy's is Kenyan. But the interesting thing, he said, you know, over here y'all all get hooked up on college. He said it's just like, he said, he's got that British accent. He said it's a bit of a scam. He said over there, they're all into mentorship and interns. What do you call it? Where somebody trains you, like a protege.
Apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship. Yeah. Apprenticeship. I mean, that's the ticket right there. Apprenticeship. You know. All right. Let's come back. Let's do confidence. Okay. 3 things. Okay. On confidence. Like, Stephanie's had some stuff that didn't go great. Bell's had some stuff not go great. Marcus, I've had focus them on the positive. Look how fortunate you are, Bell, that you survived the stuff you dealt with. Isn't that crazy? It's almost like you're lucky. You see what I'm saying? Like, because if you'd have died, not good. You live. Great. You know, bomb goes off, blows the whole building apart and walls and windows. You survive. You're lucky. So you focus people, you get them focused on their positives. We acknowledge that not everything's been perfect, but get them focused on it. Get them talking good. That self-talk. I like this. This is pretty cool. Self-talk needs to win over everybody talk. Self-talk. It's a little bit selfish, right? Get them talking it, saying it. Get them saying it. Let them say it. Get them to talk about their career or their whatever they won at, their game, their competition, the bodybuilding. Brandon's baseball career. You know, you talk about things that they've done, that they've accomplished, and get their mind focused on that, and it just keep them on it. It's helping their confidence. That's why I get to know people. I find out something they're proud of, and I'll keep harping on that. G. Chris Robinson's one of my favorite people in the company. He has multiple business. He's just money maker. You know, just bought this stupid horse farm. It's crazy. Land and a house. You know, I'm going to talk about stuff that I've seen them accomplish in their life a lot of times with them, and get them focused on that. That moves people. Then they have that. You can't, what they say, you can't change a person, but you can give them a power to change themselves by talking about what they've done, how they've survived. All right. This help? Get them smiling? What does that do? It is very difficult to be depressed when you're looking like this. That's my preacher friend. What's his name on TV?
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. Let me tell y'all about Jesus. That jagger, he can smile, though. He brings them in there, don't he, Marcus Richardson?
Yeah, he does. He's good at what he does.
He's good at what he does, baby. Get him smiling. Get him to get out of the drama. I like this. Talk to him about, you get to pick. It's a little bit of education. Get him out of the drama. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. What you're doing, you're putting them on a track, on a railroad track, so that they can move down the railroad track. Olga, do you think y'all are doing more of this type of stuff than you used to?
Yes. Yeah. Relationships is everything, and we're getting closer and changing our mindset. Yeah.
This one dude told me one time, he said, my manager acts like I'm his agent and he's got his own friends over there. And I go, yeah, that's why you're not growing. You know, and he says, what do I do about it? I said, find somebody else in your upline that cares about you. He said, well, he gonna make money off me? That's the way this thing works, man. I don't care where you are. If you were a grocery store, somebody's gonna make money off of you. You know, that's just the way it's gonna work. Let's move on. Build your own life. Focus on your life. But you know, people don't like that. People want to feel like family. They want to feel like you're their friend. So you're just trying to make us feel like your friend. No, let me explain something to you. You are my friend. Ask my son-in-law. Y'all are my friends. Ask my daughter. Ask my wife. She's like, all your friends are in business with us. I said, it's because their friends are smart. You know? That you don't have any friends. I said, yeah, I got an attorney. I got about 3 attorneys. I'm good friends with them. I don't go to dinner with them. I'm good friends with them. If they want to go to dinner, I will. But I ain't studying them. You with me? A matter of fact, I got 4 attorneys. I just forgot. I just hired another one. I don't like the way the city's telling me how I can build my house. I hired me an attorney. We're just out in the front yard walking around. I got a contractor. I'm friends with a contractor. But, you know, I was looking at both of them thinking, you guys should be an insurance. And especially the contractor's son. You know? They don't have to get in business if they don't want to. And I'm going to tell you what. The other thing is like client. Who was I telling? Oh, another one of my buddies. He's got a bunch of money. I said, bro, have you seen these IULs, how they work? And he said, because he was in insurance. He might even still have his license, but he got tons and tons of money. And I was telling him about the new law, the new 7702 or whatever, where you can put overfund. Y'all should all look at this. Jake and Brady, you can overfund your policies like crazy now. See what I'm saying? In other words, my friend needs to become a client. Tracking with me? But there are people who have their friends and then they have their agent. I'm more, this is my life. Adam Katz, Emily Katz, Sarah, they are my life. Jason, Olga, you are my life. It's that's the way I want to do it. That was my game plan all along. who said, you could not have thought of that 21 years ago. I actually thought about it 29 years ago, almost 30 years ago. I was listening, Marcus, listen, I was listening to a guy kind of in my position, and he was describing what my life could look like. He said, here's what it could look like, Jake and Beret. You could have so many friends around the country that anywhere you land in the country, somebody will pick you up and say, hey, and tell you where the great restaurants are, tell you about the city, be a friend. You can stay at their house even if you want to. I was like, that'd be crazy. 29 years ago. And I said, that would be awesome. How about this? If I want to know about helicopters, I got a guy I can call. I want to know about cancer. I got a bunch of different people I can call that had it and dealing with it. What kind of who's the best doctor in the country? If my kid wants a job, I got all my buddies I can call. Say, hey, listen, my son's looking for a job in Houston. My son's looking for a job in Miami. Hey, I got a friend. Just like that. That network of people is powerful. And we're friends. Somebody was asking me about another company. I said, let me tell you this. There's a lot of difference between that organization and ours. But let me tell you the one that I like. Have fun is our number one thing. I can tell you, fun don't rank in their company. And she says, really? I said, go to a meeting. Hang around. 5 minutes, you'll know. They're going to make some money. We are too. It's number 2. We're going to have fun, make money, and then change lives. I'm just telling you, that was my program. I'm going to start saying 30 years ago. I'm going to stick with 29 for a while. 29 and holding. 29 years ago, I was thinking, God, if I could find something fun to do. And the guy said, build your business to have fun. And I was like, I'm in. That's what I'm going to do. Last thing, cohesion. Listen to this. Here's how you create cohesion. If you are grateful and they copy you with gratitude. If you're appreciative and they are appreciative. If your effort ties into your humility. This is how you get people together. Let me just sum it up for you. We're in a war against poverty. See how that builds cohesion? If you say, hey, man, listen, I had this friend, he's like, man, I just want all people from Mexico to get rich with us. I was like, bro. That's cool that people from Mexico, we want them to get rich. That's true. But we also want the people from New Jersey to get rich. You with me? And then all the people to come over from Guatemala. Do what, Olga?
So what is exactly cohesion?
Cohesion is togetherness and teamwork.
Oh, okay.
If I can get a hold of your hand, Olga, and pull you into the team, that's when you say, go get them. It's cohesiveness. So then when you move out, your people want to come with you. If you're not cohesive, you move out and they don't move.
Got it.
Like, for example, let me ask you this. How is FOMO, fear of missing out? FOMO, fear of missing out. So if I build a relationship with Olga, how would you like it if we go to Alaska and you and Jason don't get to go?
Not good.
Not good. But if you don't like us and there's no cohesiveness, you go, I'd take a trip and leave it, Alaska, cruise. I can take her to leave it. You with me? But if people say, well, I really want to go on a cruise. I love cruises. Yeah, that's not the same thing as y'all are not going without me. I'm coming.
That's right.
So when you get that's what cohesion is. And the best way to build cohesion is like when Adam Katz says, I want to be respected by those I respect. What he's doing is he's creating cohesion in his team by talking about the respect that he has for Andy Riddle. Adam respects Andy Riddle, then that makes his team copy him and respect Adam and respect Andy Riddle, and then our cohesiveness develop, and then they want to win the trip. Remember, this was all about how to get people to move.
Got it.
And there are some people that are more susceptible to this type of activity. So that's really what you're looking for. When you're looking at people, you're looking at people that are susceptible to being got. Make sense? What are you laughing at, Marcus?
It just makes me think of like when you're building a church, you're looking for people who are hurting or susceptible to, the message of what we're preaching. And so it made me, I correlated it with that. So when you said susceptible to getting God, I'm like, yeah, that's what we're looking for. I remember when you found me, I was super susceptible. I'm like, that's what I want.
You don't got food? That's what I need is food. Right? That's why church, that food, baby. That's what Jesus said. Hit them where they need it.
Yep. Absolutely. And it's just, man, Andy, I'm excited. I want to introduce you to a guy too, Darwin. He's in Vegas. He did 5,600, been with us for 1 month. He's fired up out of his mind. So if you get a minute today or, sometime next week, I want to just get you to say hello to him.
I have time today to meet my new friend from Vegas. Hey, is he going off a top ring rope? Is that the plan, Stephanie? Is he a wrestler? Is Mikey? It looks like he was getting ready to climb up and jump off on your head.
He does, yeah. Off of everything. Anything he can climb, he jumps off.
He'd be good friends with Argentina Apollo. Oh, shoot. Brandon, we're going to hit these people. We should do an hour of it today. And then we should hit Katoon's people. They out there, Bo. I'm telling you, people, Brandon, tell them what you talk about how much you like this business. You were saying you were surprised the other day.
Yeah, I was.
I want you to tell me, because I want to hear what you're saying. You started, I caught my attention, then I faded or we lost track. What were you saying?
I was just, I didn't realize how much fun this business was going to be. I mean, I'm being dead honest when I say I came into this business thinking, all right, how long do I have to do this for? And so then I started building a team, and that's when it really got me, right. So like, I tell people all the time, like, if you don't want to build a business, that's fine. I just can't comprehend why you would. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you talk about landing in Vegas or California and having people there, like, that sounds really cool to me. And I want to do that. So, but yeah, I mean, my favorite part about this business is traveling. And I get to go around, and it's more fun when you travel and you have people there than you don't.
Well, tell them about you and Haley going to El Paso. And I mean that.
Yeah, anytime Haley's available to come along, I bring her, right? Because there's people that I might not be able to relate to the wife, right? And Haley does. And Haley's not scared. She'll go up, she'll talk to them. She'll give them, the inspiration, I guess, that they need. But yeah, we went out to El Paso. She got to know some of the team out there, and they bonded. And so now I have a stronger bond with them because of Haley.
So now you have a city that you can land in, and somebody will pick you up and take you to a cool restaurant.
Correct.
You actually got Dallas too.
Yeah, Dallas.
And aren't you headed to somewhere in Miami or something?
Ocala and Melbourne next week.
Melbourne. So, and I mean, the cool thing for all of us is we already have a platform. So you could land in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. You got Olga and Jason. But really, it is more fun when it is your team picking you up. It really is. I mean, they're my team, so it's fun for me, but you need to develop your team within the team. But I'm glad you like it.
Me too.
Because it'd been a terrible life if you did.
Yeah, it would have been a little rough around the family or
Hey, we got to get Michael liking it as much. And what's your sister's name?
Brittany.
Get them liking it. But you know what? It's like everything. It just takes time to. I mean, unless you find a lunatic like me who's just like was looking for something like this. Like, just no idea. Like, you understand that I was looking, like when I got my insurance license, I was telling all my friends, I said, does anybody know of a company that'll pay out levels? I was telling everybody, and a guy called me. Big Mike called me, not Big Mike. I got another guy named Mike. Mike called me. Mike Lee called me and said, hey, man, shoot a bear. I said, oh, this is going to be big, because whenever Mike leaves with shoot a bear, it's got something big. He said, I got a company with 12 levels, fidelity and guarantee. I said, let's go talk to them. Let's go sign up with them. Because I was looking for something that had a level. But I'm going to tell y'all what, dudes. I can't get over our art. compensations. It just blows. And the CRM, oh my gosh. We have got, that's why I was going to tell that girl. I didn't tell her all about our CRM and art. I was like, we got 100 things better than anybody else. I'm just going to lead with fun, but then I'm going to back it up with logic. You with me? Our logic is just to die for. Riddle, I ain't been hassling you. What do you think, bro? Give us some secrets on driving depth and getting people to move.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, brother. I love your background.
We got to add one more to it now. Lou's not up there.
Okay.
So we keep adding them. Keep adding them.
Tell everybody about Lou. What happened to Lou? Why you got to add him? Explain it.
So this is just all the logos back there are the logos of all my managers, and Lou just broke out and hit qualified agency manager last month. So Lou Body's logo's got to go up there. I'm just technology not good, so it's not there yet. So, but yep, we're fired up, and I want to keep adding them to that board, so I got to keep making it so it's hard to see them all in one spot, So keep bringing them on, but yeah, just bringing on depth, Andy. We keep bringing on width and depth, and just trying to find the right people to work with. I've been traveling around this week, trying to get more depth in different spots. I have a group up in Alabama. I was up there with them. I was down in Treasure Island with the group down there. A lot of the stuff I'm doing is just trying to get in the fight with them, because I just think back of the fight that I went through when I started my first 60 days, and they're in those fights, and it's better to be in a fight when you have someone helping you. So I try to get out there and get with them and get in the fight with them.
That's brilliant. Here's an example, Jason. Jeff Wright's talking to a guy. He's in an organization. Several people should have helped this guy. Should have. Here's what the guy's problem is. He's only appointed one carrier. And you're thinking, well, what's so hard about getting appointed with another carrier? He don't know how to do it. He don't know who to call. He don't know who to say anything to. So he calls, gets him hooked up with a girl in our staff. She gets him appointed with 4 more carriers. The next week, he tripled his production. That's being in the fight with them. It's finding out what's wrong. It's all the things I said: cohesion, motivation, humility. Finding out what's wrong. You talk to them a little bit about their kids, and they go, oh, by the way, I'm only appointed one carrier. What do I do about that? Oh, by the way, I can't get no leads in my area. What do I do about that? Wait, you can't get no leads in your area? No. Yeah, I don't know. I've tried internet leads. Whoa. Do you know about our lead department? What do you mean lead department? Well, everybody should know about that. They're new. They don't know about the lead department. They ain't never met Ashland. They don't even know Ashland. You with me? It's just little stuff like that, really. That's great. Being in a fight with them. What else?
We're just working. Me and Adam are kind of working together, doing some stuff together, and it's been cool. Learning what they do and kind of how they do stuff, and just building really just a partnership with Adam. It's working with each other and working off each other's strengths. It's one of the things that it's been fun the last couple of weeks with Adam doing that stuff and watching things he does, and playing off his strengths has helped me a lot. Watch how he deals with people and stuff different than I do. And I hope I'm giving back the same to him, but it's one of those things where we're good friends, but we're very different people, and how we play off each other's strengths to work together it's been fun so far. So looking forward to keep doing that.
I think we got something big there. He came over, hung out with me last night. So excited about it. And I put those posts up, Hammer and Chris Hill, saying, hey, this is the plan. Get after it, Yeah. But hey, look, guys, congratulations, all you guys I'm looking at and the people I don't see in the background. I know everybody's got struggles. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the future is bright. We've got the base. We've got teamwork. You can call up Jason and Olga. You can call up Bell, Kraus, Jake and Beret, Stephanie, Marcus. The team is being put together, guys. We're putting together something for the next 30 years of traveling all over the world, guys. Fishing, hunting, sightseeing, cooking all over the world. It's going to be crazy. Got to roll. Love y'all. Great afternoon. Let's get happy 4th of July, America. Freedom, baby. Thank y'all, the military folks, too, for serving. Appreciate y'all.